What's going on, YouTube? I'm back to give you an update on my CRST experience. And let me just say, they'll it's they'll bait you in at first, but once you get in, that's when they show their true colors. I mean, me myself personally, I probably won't be going back. I usually try to be a man of my word, and I try to make a commitment, but when that commitment involves my family suffering and me not making no money, then the reward don't outweigh the risk. Like CRST, like at first it was fine, but after that, everything that I was hearing about them came true. Yeah, at first they give you good miles, but let me tell you like this: if you about to run out of hours and they give you a load and you tell them you can't take that load, those miles will disappear. You will not make no money, and things at home will start to get hectic. Like, for example, me and my co-driver, we have been running good for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, running all across the country. Then it came to the point where our 70-hour clock was up, and we figured it'd be time for a reset. Well, we informed our dispatcher that we were in need of a reset so we can keep running. So we keep running. They still decided to give us a load. And even before that, they manipulated our clocks. I believe I was down to like 2 or 3 hours on my 70, and my co-driver had just got done, so he had like an hour left. We get a call from our dispatcher saying there's nothing wrong with our clocks. We look at our clocks. Everything had been reset. Which, now, given current things, had we been able to get away with that, it would have been no problem. But had DOT stopped us and looked at our clocks and then seen where we had been running to and from, we probably would have got in trouble with them. So for one, they will mess with your clocks. For two, they'll mess with your pay. After we didn't take that load, we started getting some of the shortest miles I had ever seen since I had been at CRST. And the miles just didn't add up to nothing to make money. And it got so bad to where we had one run so short that when it came time for payday, we actually had to owe the company money, me and my co-driver. And we did the run so short on promise of that when we got there, there'd be another load waiting for us to go back. It didn't happen like that. We got there, dropped off the small load, and we still had a layover. Like, we were laid over in Denver for like probably four days, probably. And they just lie. And I ran through my savings that I had saved just to live out there on the road. The dispatchers, they don't give a damn. All they care about is getting their loads done and getting it done on time. They really don't care about you out there. So, I mean, like, I gave them a good 4 months. And I would have been there for longer, but like I said, I was only bringing home $70 to $100 paychecks. And I mean, who can live off that? So my current evaluation is if there's another way to get a CDL, I would not go to CRST. I mean, I just wouldn't do it. I mean, I talked to people who say, yeah, they make money, but they've been driving 4 or 5 years and everything. And if you got a family and if you're trying to take care of things, that's not the route to go. They don't honor the, like my dispatcher. Me and my co-driver, we did 5 weeks out on the road. Now in the rule book, the company book, it says for every week out, you'll get a day home. So we think we were gonna do 5 weeks and get 5 days home. But our dispatcher insisted up and down that we only get 4 days off at the maximum. And that's another thing that didn't sit well with us. They try and bully and doing things. I can't say for all dispatchers, but I know for a good lot of them, you know, they try and have their way. So my overall evaluation of CRST is, man, they can kiss my ass. Like I refuse to put a business over my family when that business is supposed to help me take care of my family. My family comes first. That does my livelihood. And if sacrificing my time is not going to pay off for my family, then it's just not a win-win situation. So with that being said, I appreciate the learning experience TRST gave me, but the lying, the cheating me out my money, the organization they got is just not worth it. So, I mean, if y'all got any questions, y'all can be free to hit me up and I can get into more specifics. But from right now, I would not advise anybody going to CRST. Like I say, community college or any other kind of program. But as for that company right there, I would not advise it.